What up? How's it going? Now we go into this next episode of The Handmaid's Tale. I should have known there can be no trust when it comes to the Waterfords. At all. At all. I thought we was done with the Waterfords. I gotta keep it honest with you. So the way that last scene, the last episode ended, that was cool that she got to speak to her husband in the way she did. It's better go how I think. Let's go ahead and start the episode.
I see them every day now. They've heard the Waterfords' plea. They're praying for Nicole. If they're praying, then she's still safe. If they're praying, she's still beyond their reach. I pray that their prayers go unanswered. And I pray for Serena. May she find her way back. May she see past her broken heart and remember that Nicole is better off where she is. May she convince Fred to let
May she remember that the baby isn't hers.
Or may they both get hit by a fucking truck.
Oh, isn't this magnificent?
The old one was so beautiful.
It was designed by a heretic, destroyed for the glory of Gilead. Ah, I'm pumped. Didn't they used to say, are you pumped, dear?
Oh yeah, I'm pumped at Lydia.
Why is she acting like it's so long ago?
The devotion.
Yeah, this place seems a lot more down than the other places. All the women's faces are covered. I wanted to see how, like, the rest of the country, I never considered there'd be places probably even more devout.
Blessed be the fruit.
May the Lord open. Welcome to Washington.
Why they didn't change the name of Washington, by the way?
She can't want this.
She misses the baby.
We all do.
It's the only thing she ever wanted.
Who gives a fuck? Don't nobody give a fuck. Y'all already seen I've had a problem with her referring to it as her child. But now it seems as though, no. This is also about the fact that she's filling the gap of what's missing from her as a full actualized woman. But not in the way that we would think of it, like, oh, now she's a mother. No. It's now she owns something of her own that no one could ever take from her. It's her child. Even though it's not her fucking child.
Heard they're very down to earth. This is an opportunity.
We about to see the supreme leader.
For whom?
Who do you think?
Us.
For whom? For whom? And then he said for us, and I bet that settles her down. It's for him.
I'm so sorry. Conference calls.
Is that what I think it is?
Welcome.
Oh, shit.
Hello, I'm Serena Joy. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
I'm Joyce. Hi. I'm Sadie.
They're all yours. Who else is with Davey?
Oh my God.
They dead ass got a couple black kids, an Indian, a Puerto Rican. I hate this fucking show. They got an Indian, a Puerto Rican.
Tamara, can we get them settled, please?
None of them hair done correctly. Yeah, of course that's reminding her of Hannah. This show.
Here.
I'm sorry, man.
Just so everything looks right.
Good night, Fred. So you must be of George.
Ah, yeah, okay. So now it makes sense why all those women's face
all
was
we
covered.
have?
Okay.
I believe so, Commander.
Okay.
Duties of their own.
What about their duties to their country? All right, bring them over here.
Go on now, girl. That's it.
Semicircle.
If I was Canada and I saw the shit that's about to happen here, I'd just look at everybody else in the room like, they thought this was gonna work. I'm like, this shit look more crazier than the last time. Look at her.
Joseph,
she's even like, yo, what the fuck?
Stand in the middle between Mrs.
She
Waterford.
like, this some weirdo
and
shit.
myself.
And she a weirdo.
How many more of these videos is he gonna do?
And remember to be at peace.
As many as it takes.
I gotta be honest, I'm
a
sick
real
of Nick.
feeling of grandeur.
I can take it or leave it. Either do something or not.
Sir.
Fuck out of here with that Guardian
hello.
shit.
Commander, would you mind standing in for me? Just for the shot.
Nice girl like you in a place like this.
I don't even. Fuck Nick too. Symmetry, am I right?
We can talk if you like. You have to understand that seeing her changed everything for me. I know. It changed you. It didn't change this place. They seem happy here.
They seem happy.
Have you seen their handmaid?
We've got movement. Canadians have asked the Swiss to conduct interviews. They'll act as a neutral party.
What does this mean for Nicole?
It's a small step,
Yo.
but it's a step.
Next, we will speak with of Joseph.
Of course. Joseph?
Thank you, Commander. We'd like to speak with her alone.
Well, she's here as a member of my household. In our culture, it wouldn't be appropriate.
But we would like to speak with her alone, as long as of Joseph has no objection.
He said, yeah, cool. All that culture horseshit. We want to speak to her alone. Fuck out of here.
Don't be stupid.
If you please.
Send them out.
You can be candid in this room, Miss Osborne.
If you want me to talk to you, then send them out.
What would you like us to know?
I am the child's mother, and I want Nicole to stay in Canada.
I see.
I do not expect you to feel sorry for me.
We understand your feelings. The situation is complicated.
Commander Waterford is not her father.
We do know that from our associates in Canada. There was an audio cassette.
So she can stay there then, if that's what both her parents want.
Gilead is an extremely powerful country militarily. Canada is eager to avoid conflict.
Our biggest gap is information.
Gilead has been a black box for years. We don't know how decisions are made, where the power lies.
What if I brought you someone who would talk? A commander.
Seems unlikely that kind of person would be cooperative.
I'll persuade him. That would be the trade then?
I don't know that we can promise explicitly.
I need it to be explicit.
Bring us Commander Blaine, and we have a deal.
How the fuck was she gonna be able to do this shit?
Here's to your bright future. Perhaps here in D.C.
Posting in D.C. will be an honor, sir.
Just let this ordeal play out.
I know this is a bit taboo, but I loved your book. You really saved me. You should have seen us before. Me at one corporate law firm, George at another. No time for a family.
You have a beautiful family now.
You will too.
Whack name.
Hey, that's mine.
Oh.
Lost my lion.
Why the fuck y'all playing this music? Showing them look at each other. Fuck them.
The Swiss are gonna act as a neutral party for Nicole. I made a deal with them. I need your help.
No.
Yes.
They
They
don't give a
need
shit about
information. Nick,
They're politicians.
I know.
They have their own agenda.
So do I.
You get in bed with the government, it's not so easy to get out.
This is your chance to be a father to our daughter. What's going on?
We're recommending discussions continue.
Discussions about what? About bringing her back here? About bringing her back to this place?
We won't be able to do business with Mr. Blaine.
You made a deal.
I don't think you know who Mr. Blaine is, or who he was. Our research indicates he is not to be trusted.
No, there's some kind of mistake. I will talk to him.
He's left for Chicago. Some people are not to be dealt with.
Anybody who's an eye, who's moved up in the ranks like that, He did some terrible shit.
What did Nick do before he was a driver?
He served Gilead. He was a soldier in the crusade. We wouldn't be here without him.
I mean, but she had to know this, right?
All this time you spent together and he never mentioned anything.
Why would he have to mention this, though? I'm lost on this. I understand how they're trying to play this, but she was that naive? It never crossed her mind that this guy was... And now he's moving to the front? Like... Right? He was probably snatching people out of their house. He was an eye.
Almost time to go.
So he was doing some covert shit even when he was a troop. I'm sure.
Let's take a
Motherfucker
look
was
at
probably
you.
an operator.
Can I ask you a question, Lydia?
What is it?
Do you want us all to be silenced?
No. No, I don't. If I can help just one person, one soul, that's enough.
Can you help me?
I don't want you. I want them to use you and abuse you. I just don't want them to put paper clips in your lips. Fuck is going on here? The show. Do you want me to be silent? Like, who gives a fuck? Well, is that a step too far? The lip thing, that's where they draw the line. Not the constant rape and pillaging of their fucking person.
Let's go.
Not that, guys. The lip thing, that's where they bonded over. And it's supposed to be some profound thing. They hugged, they played this piano fuck shit music. This shit dumb. I'm sorry. This is stupid. You could try to explain it, and while you explaining it, it's gonna get stupider to me.
You know, let's just stop. Please. This is all gonna be over soon. You're gonna get to go back home, and we're gonna stay here.
And you and I will finally be free of one another.
You will never be free of me. You will never be free of me until both of my children are safe.
That is my constant prayer for Nicole.
I trusted you to let her have the best life possible, to do the right thing.
And I trusted you to stay with her.
I gave her the name of Nicole. I did that to honor you for getting her out. You will not let her go.
Because I love her.
This isn't love. Serena, you built this whole world just so that you could have someone. But it didn't work. You're small, you're cruel, and you're empty.
There we go. Hollow inside.
You will always be empty.
Thank you. Trying to fill a void with a baby. That ain't yours.
I should have put a ring in your mouth the day that we met.
I should have let you burn my other dreams.
This is a stupid ass idea. If I was Canada, I'd be like, look at this shit. It got more crazier. Look at all these women.
Lord above, we beseech you, hear our prayer.
You got that televangelist microphone.
Hear our prayer.
Yeah, what am I thinking? They would have hung her right from that spot. If I was Canada, I'd be like, this makes me not want to deal with them ever again.
Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They will not be put to shame.
I'm sorry. Fuck.
When they contend with their enemies, hear our prayer.
First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I have a Patreon, full-length early reactions to things like this. If you'd like to, check it out. It's been getting worse and worse for me. And usually when I've stopped liking shows, it was just, I didn't care no more. And I find this being the exact opposite. I care a lot, and it's pissing me off what's going on with these characters. And the reason why I'm going to keep going with it is this. I understand what they're doing. They're attempting to show how hopeless the situation is and keep going with it. Serena and her speaking in front of the monument, the memorial. I trusted you. Okay, why? And also, how many times are you going to keep talking to her? And I just don't. I get what they're attempting to do, and they'd be like, well, her speaking to Serena in that way, in any way, is her exercising any form of power that she had. I want y'all to think about this. For y'all who are watching this, if you've already watched this, us, the viewers, we didn't think about Nick beforehand. We paid attention to what we saw of him when they showed how he first got started. We saw how he is now. Let me ask you this. If you was in that situation, put yourself in her situation, wouldn't you just have assumed he's done horrible shit? For her to ask, I was like, what kind of goofy fucking shit is that? Why are we making her goofy now? Did they forget that June is in this situation? Do they forget that June knows what an eye is and what an eye does? Forget the troop shit. Forget him being a troop. He was an eye. When they first explained to us what an eye is, we like, oh, and it starts going to our head. We're like, oh, this is some SS shit. Like, you know what I mean? This is some snatch you off the street, snatch you out your house, torture you. You feel me? So she knew he did all that. She knew he participated in that. But then my next thing is, in order to get to this point, they had a full-on war. You didn't think he fought in that war? He ends up in positions of power. How you think he got to those positions of power? That don't take that long to think that up. That's like split-second things. If you're in that situation, your mind would immediately thought all that. I'm sitting here like, how the fuck she didn't know? I understand us as the viewers not thinking about it ever. But as soon as they say it, it's like, yeah, but of course. And that character would have known that. So for her to ask Serena, and also, why she asking Serena shit still? Why are we doing this thing where they speaking to each other? Which leads me to my next fucking point. Are you fucking serious with that shit they pulled with Aunt Lydia this episode? What the fuck was that? What are we doing here? Even if you show me her full pass. Nah. You did behavioral remodification, some horse shit like that, and you helped to perpetrate sexual violence against these women. You helped to make them into cattle. And I'm supposed to be like, oh, that's so moving. It's one thing, right? If they just let it play out on the screen. Why the fuck am I hearing music underneath that? Over it. Why am I hearing music? What reason are you playing some music? You trying to get me to feel like it's deeper than that. It's not deeper than that. She's a slaver. People like that need to be beheaded. What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? I'm supposed to think, oh man, yeah, she doesn't want them to be silent. No. She got door knockers in her lips, and we supposed to fucking think that, oh yeah, it's Aunt Lydia, she is a human being. She doesn't. Remember when Aunt Lydia told this young lady, if it was up to me, you'd be hanging from somewhere right now? Remember that? Everybody remember that? And she wasn't joking, by the way, because in that situation, that's what they do to people who cause issues. So why the fuck are y'all doing that? What were they trying to prove with that? That's where it was like, no, I don't give a fuck what they're saying in this episode. I mean, at that scene, I understand that now we at a point where Serena sees her as a human and not just cattle. Okay. And we're at a point where she's exercising who she is in some way, but it's like, for one, how much would she actually get away with that? Now we on that TV shit, right? She's in a place, everybody got their lips, everything is all covered up, but she's out here talking. There's nothing redeemable about the situation. And it's not a complicated situation. They're trying to make it seem like it's some sort of complication. Even when we see her with the little teapot, and then he says thank you, and they're playing music over that again. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's too late. Gilead is what Gilead is. You can't humanize it. It's too late. Look what they've done. You trying to tell me, nah, but we gotta think about it. Oh, okay. You do that. And I'm gonna keep watching because tell you the truth, I never watched a show that had me feel like this. I don't want to see where it goes. But next episode.